I do think black girls' body image has been affected through social media because BBLs have been happening more frequently. People have been showing their bodies off on different platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and I feel like black girls see this and it seems appealing, so they want to be it, and they see certain girls wear certain things and they want to be able to reflect that, so they want to change their body and they make feel like they don't look as good as what other people look like with BBLs. So they may not feel as beautiful as they actually are, and it is quite sad.
I think it's definitely a thing of like self-confidence, self-esteem, and like peer pressure or societal pressure more like. Because obviously, especially, I used to be a victim of that, like kind of like wanting to fit in with the general consensus. So like if this is what people expect us to look like, then I wanted to fit into that category. And I feel like that's how a lot of people felt, especially the younger generation, like the feeling of wanting to belong to something. That definitely played a role in it. And then of course, self-esteem, like if you don't feel good about yourself, you might as well do things to change so that you can feel better about yourself. And that could be a result of societal pressure to make you feel that you're not good enough because you don't look a certain way, you know?
I feel like they do this to gain some type of acceptance in society and to accept themselves. And some people do it for attention from lovers such as men, and just to have a sense of belonging.
Personally, no, but I can see why people might be influenced because, like, through scrolling through social media all day, just seeing like all the beautiful, conventionally good-looking people, it might make them want to like imitate what they look like as well.
Not that I need to change my appearance, but I have thought about it, to be honest, but at the end of the day, I am secure with the way I look. But if I was to change it, it's not because I don't think I'm okay the way I am. It's just altering. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that. But there are people that feel like they're not as pretty as other people with BBLs, which is sad and is a concern.
You see all these influencers, especially the American influencers, such as like Jada Wader, Aaron Fletcher, like you see them, they all have like BBL bodies. So I do think there's an influence to get surgery to look a certain way.
You've been really open about the work you've had done. Can you clarify what you've had done?
So I got some injections, but I also have my breast augmentation.
About your face, have you done anything to your face?
No, I haven't. Well, I got my eyelids lifted.
Oh,
but
fancy.
Yeah, that's real fancy. But I did that because I have like a lazy eye, low key. And I had droopy eyelids. Well, I mean, they fixed it.
I need to see before and
after.
Yeah,
they fixed it.
Okay.
But
like, not no more child.
Yeah, I had droopy eyelids, so they just lifted them up, and that was like the only thing I did to my face.
Okay. Any other plans?
No.
Okay.
So I meant to ask you this early on in the interview, but since we brought it up, so many people speak about having a BBL and having surgery, natural bodies. Like, how would you respond to that? Because me personally, it's like, bitch, if you had the money,
you would do it too.
Hello.
It's 2022. Like, nobody have to cap on.
I love that you're open about it.
Yeah, like, bitch, and I'm a rap about it. Mm-hmm. It's nothing. Like, I'm a rich bitch. I'm gonna fix anything I don't like.
Love that. Ladies, it's nothing wrong with
that.
Getting the BBL, getting whatever you feel like, you know, you need to.
So at this point, 6 years later, do you regret it or do you want to continue that journey?
I regret it. If I'm being 100% honest, I regret it. I wish I never done it. It took me into a mind state where I'm constantly self-conscious now. I'm working on it now, but it's just a level of insecurity that one can't understand until you go into that. It's a constant quick fix mindset. I need to do this. Oh, this doesn't match this. Oh, but what about this? Oh, this is the new thing. And it's like, if you continue on going into the trends of what the new thing is, you just lose your identity. You're constantly chasing something that really doesn't exist, really.
My name is Haley Morris Cafiero. I'm a senior lecturer in photography and deputy head of subject of art and design at the University of Northampton. I found photography through kind of finding different ways to have an activist voice. I know I wanted to kind of change the world, and the way to do that was through art and creating work that inspired people to make changes, and photography is just one of the many ways that I do that. The photographs I make are what are called performative photographs, meaning I devise these different performances to kind of do in public that I then kind of orchestrate for the camera. And typically the performances are meant to either be a site for the public gaze, or for me to become a cyberbully, or to kind of do something that nobody expects that I will do. I don't know if this is answering the question, but I basically, within the photograph, I'm kind of considered myself like the other, like kind of like a performer. So it's definitely, even though there's self-portraits and they are me in the frame, they're definitely, I kind of take on the mindset of like an actor, and I just kind of do what is necessary for the scene versus model. Like, I'm not modeling. I want to project an action for the viewer. Yeah, so social media definitely negatively impacts young women's idea of their body image, because basically if you're constantly being shown people who are only showing the positive. Social media is not a site for people to announce their failures or celebrate, their rejections. It's just the celebrations. And so basically we're comparing ourselves constantly to just the kind of like the froth on top of the latte, just the positive, super unidealized image of society. Through my art, I try to portray a message that basically everybody should be treated equally, and if not, there are repercussions, and really get the viewer to think about their role in society. So if they're the ones that bully people, why do they do that? If they're the ones that are using social media, like to weaponize the internet, to teach them that they can't get away with that. So I always try to outsmart people through my work, rather than just kind of say, look what this person did and how dare they. I actually try to use social media, the internet, performance to outsmart them.
I feel as they would need to take a break from social media and just like find themselves, do what makes them happy, find new hobbies, instead of just imitating what they see on social media.
Accepting who they are and understanding that there's different body types and we're all beautiful in our own different ways. Some people may not find you attractive, other people will, and that's just the way life is.
You're never gonna be satisfied with what you have. So learning to love yourself for who you are and find peace within your own body and your own self will allow you to stop worrying about what other people think, about what society views you as, all those kind of like unnecessary things, because it all starts with